I wanted to take the opportunity to tell my story about what happened to me. Everything that I'm about to tell you, although it may sound far-fetched, it may sound crazy, but every word I'm about to tell you is the absolute truth. On or around December the 13th, 2014, I died. There was some type of rupture that happened in my neck, and I believe what happened to me was some fluid escaped into my body and I collapsed and I died. I was alone. Shortly thereafter, I found myself being pulled, just being pulled away from where I was. I saw this darkness, and then all of a sudden, I saw this light. And before I knew it, I was standing in front of um, these twin columns. They look like, I don't know, similar to the Greek columns that you might see. And there were two of them. And they were one on either side of me. And there was a wall that went out from the column and formed a circle all the way around, coming back around towards the other column. Suspended above these columns, there were planets. And the planet on the right side was clearly the Earth. And I didn't know what was going on. I had no idea where I was or what was going on. I had absolutely no idea that I was dead. And I walked up to this column and I looked up and I saw the Earth. And I looked at it closer and I said, oh my holy God. I said, this is the Earth. Because I can see planes flying, I can see clouds. It was like this globe. It was probably about maybe, I don't know, 3 feet in diameter. And I could see uh, crystal clear. I can see just the workings of the earth. I can see, like I said, clouds. I can see planes. I can see people driving on the freeways. I could see waters. And I mean, I could see everything. It was insane. And I was like, what the heck is going on here? I had no idea what was going on. So I looked over at the other side and I saw another planet above the other column. And this planet didn't look like the Earth at all. It looked like something else. It was whatever it was. It sort of gave me a weird feeling. I didn't want to go investigate that, see what it was. It was sort of reddish black in color. And I didn't go investigate that. Before I knew it, I had looked inside of, there was like a courtyard, a round courtyard. And there was a man sitting in the back of the courtyard. And I couldn't quite make him out at first. And he sort of just, let me know that I'm, to walk forward. So I came forward. And as I was walking forward, I saw these men in the courtyard. There were some men sitting to the right of me in a circle along this wall, and they were all dressed in white. And there was men sitting on the left of me, and there was probably about 12 men on either side That's what I didn't count them, but my guess would be it was probably about 12 men on either side. And so as I got in the center of this courtyard, and everything is white. I mean, everything I'm seeing is everything is white. And I got in the center of this courtyard, and there was an uproar. There was an uproar in this courtyard, and these men that were on the right side of me, it was like they was trying to crucify me or something, trying to say, you know, send them to death or send them to death or something. I couldn't quite make out what they were saying, but I could tell that they were trying to crucify me. And the men on the left side, they were trying to save me. And I'm like, what the heck is going on here? I was like, oh my God. And then, you know, they were arguing back and forth. All these men, you know, they were arguing back and forth. Now the man in the back, in the rear, he didn't speak, and whatever he was saying something, but I couldn't hear him. But whatever it was that he did, all of them calmed down all exactly at the same time. And it was so quiet in this room that you could hear a pin drop. And then one man from the left side, he came and he spoke, and I couldn't quite make out what he was saying, but I could tell that he was speaking on my behalf. And I found out that it was decided that I be sent back to the earth, which I was. I was sent back to the earth, and when I woke up, I had absolutely no idea where I was, what time it was, what day it was. I had absolutely no idea how long I had been laying there. And that's the reason why I said somewhere around December 13th. Because the first date that I do remember when I checked the actual date, the first date that I do remember was December the 14th. I had absolutely no idea how long I was laying there. And I realized, I said, oh my God. I said, did this really happen? I said, did I just die? I mean, it was literally decided that I would be sent back to the earth. And I told one of my family members about it. And he said, you know, you must be crazy. He said, you was probably dreaming or something. And I had began to think to myself, I said, well, you know, maybe I was dreaming, you know, because I mean, that's maybe it seemed just as real as I'm sitting here right now. So anyway, shortly thereafter, when I went to bed the next few nights, uh, I found myself back there. Only this time, something different happened. This time, I went back there and I was literally being shown around, which I'm going to describe as heaven. And I was shown some things that absolutely blew my mind. Before I go on, I want to tell you that every single one of those men that was in there, every single one of them was as black as the Ace of Spades. And the man I saw in the middle, in the center, as I got closer to him the second time I went, as I got closer to him, I realized, oh my holy God, that is God. And he is as black as the ace of spades. And he's very, very dark skinned, and he has this white hair. I mean, his hair is like it's just pure white. I mean, it's like he doesn't look like an old man though. I mean, he looks like he might be a 35-year-old man that just happen to have white hair, long coming all the way down, and he wears this long garment that comes all the way down, and he has a shawl going over his just coming across him like this, and he's sitting on this big white throne, and he is just, I mean, there is another element to him that I won't tell you. I don't think I'm supposed to tell you this part. And the reason I don't want to tell you this part is because I think this is the part that if you know this, it may very well kill you. So I'm not going to mention that. If I knew different, I would tell you, but I'm going to leave that part out. Like I said, everything there was white, and it was just it was just, I can't even describe it, man. I can't even describe the situation. But when I went back, because I had began to think that all of this happened, that that this was a dream. I began to think that all this was a dream. But then, like I said, not long after that, I found myself back there, and this time I was being shown around, and I was shown. Oh my God, man! I was shown some of the most beautiful greens and gardens, and just lushness, and the people, and I was just shown so much there. um the colors in heaven is so much richer than the colors here. Sort of reminds me of, there was a movie that came out, and it was called Heaven is for Real. Well, everything that that little boy experienced, I believe, was real as I'm sitting here right now. Now, the reason why this little boy saw God as being white is because, um, I do read the Bible, and there is a scripture in it that says that God is all things to all men. So if you are a white person, he may appear to you as a white person. If you are, a Chinese person, he may appear to you as a Chinese person. If you are, whatever nationality you are, he will and can appeal to you however he wants to appeal to you, or whatever he believes will appeal to you. And um, I saw, um, well, first of all, let me start talking about mentioning about the people and things were there. There are all kinds of people in heaven. Um, I mean, nationalities and things like that. And it is so much different there. There's no racism. There's no wars, and no, I mean, it's just absolutely incredible there. And the uh, the people, they just have so much respect for each other, and there's no, it's just, and the neighborhoods. Oh my goodness. Some of the neighborhoods that I've seen there are just absolutely incredible. The architecture and things that I've seen there would put Earth to shame. And it's when this young man on this movie described heaven as being, he said it looks like the earth but more beautiful. What he was talking about was the colors and things there are so much more rich than it is here. This planet looks pale in comparison to what you see in heaven. I'll tell you what it's like. Go and look at a 4K television and look at how bright the colors and things are on a 4K television versus what you see in real life. That'll give you some idea as to what it looks like in heaven. It looks like here, only it's it's what they how they describe it as more beautiful. That's what they're talking about. You are going to notice a lot more people on this earth. You may have heard stories and things about people who said that they have died and gone to heaven. Well, all that is true. And the reason these things are happening is because God wants you to know just how real He is. He is looking at the earth and He's seeing all these things happening, all these things going on, and He's getting ready to do something serious. Whatever it is that He's getting ready to do, it's getting ready to be serious. And because He's coming up off His throne to come to this earth. And I'm assuming He's coming to exact judgment on the earth. One other thing. I saw God and I saw the Son of God, Yahweh ben Yahweh, the man that was in Miami and was teaching. His name was Yahweh ben Yahweh. And these people, they call God Yahweh. They call him YAHWEH. And the English pronunciation of their name is Yahweh. And there was a man who was there. And his name was Yahweh ben Yahweh. YAHWEH Beth Nu Sophie YAHWEH. And his name was Yahweh ben Yahweh. This man came to the earth and was trying to teach the people that he was the Son of God, but only a few people believed him. Let me tell you something, man. It's man, and he was crucified. This man was sent to prison, and he was here trying to save the people on the earth. He was trying to save the black people first, because the black people are the people of God, and the black people are the ones chosen to lead the earth. And their job is to, or their purpose, I should say, for being here is to teach God's word to the rest of everybody else. And man, this world is messed up, man. It is messed up. I mean, what they showed me, it is messed up. And I met Moses. Moses was there. In fact, Moses was the one who stood up for me and got me sent back to the earth. That was Moses. You want to know what Moses looked like? Well, look at me. He just looked like me with a long beard. That was Moses. Moses is black, man. And King David was there. He's black. Who else was there? Abraham was there. He's black. All these people are there, man. All these people are in this. What you call heaven is actually the spirit world. It's actually a parallel world. It's a world parallel to this one. And those of you who study and read the Word and study the Bible, you know what I'm talking about. See, because heaven is a state of mind. You can be in the spirit world, you could be in a state of hell, and you could be in a state of heaven. You could be here on the earth, you could be in a state of hell, or you can be in a state of heaven. Those people who are living up on the hog, those people who are living a carefree life, who doesn't have to worry about anything, those people are living the life of heaven. Well, poor people who are suffering, who are dying and being killed out in the street, well, they're living in a state of hell. They're living in hell right now. So you can be in the spirit world and be in heaven. You can live in the spirit world and be in hell. You can live in the earth and be in heaven. You can be in the earth and be in hell. Heaven is simply a state of mind. It doesn't matter where you are. Whatever mindset you're in. And they taught me an awful lot before they sent me back here. This is the first of a number of series of videos that I'm going to be putting on YouTube and telling as many people as I possibly can that Yahweh is God and Yahweh is angry because he sent his son to save the earth, not just one people, but all people. They don't. He doesn't. Color has nothing to do with it. Color has absolutely nothing to do with it. It's two people on the earth. Simply put, I need to tell you, for any of you all who've seen this video, simply put, there are two kinds of people on the earth. Good people and evil people. There's no black, there's no white, there's no yellow or pink or green, whatever kind of man you colors you want to mention. That's something that Satan came up with. There are two people on the earth. That's children of God, children of Satan. Children of God are the ones who want to do good. Children of Satan are the ones who do not. And what's happening on the planet right now is the evil people will try to take over the earth when they actually, in all actuality, they really only make up 10% of the people on the earth. They just want you to think that there's more of them. But what I was shown when I was there, or a lot of the things that I was shown, before and since then, and all this in between, I've come to learn that evil people only make up 10% of the people on this planet. They want you to think that there are more in number. It is time for the good people on the earth to stand up and take this planet back. Those people that's running, that's in charge, that's running the earth, running the planets. Running the countries and things. All these evil leaders, they got to go, man. They getting ready to destroy this planet. And God said that one of two things have to happen. Either the leaders of this planet has got to stand up and be righteous, or the people have to stand up and be righteous. And those of you who want to be saved, call on the name Yahweh. Don't be mixing his name with Jesus and Jehovah and Allah and all them other people, all them other names. He said, no, none of them names is his. My name and my name alone is YAHWEH. But he is allowing the people on the earth to call him the English translation, which is Yahweh. And that's only going to be for a short period of time when he begins to teach the people of the earth when he returns to earth, after he begins to teach people of the earth, his name will be YAHWEH. But for now, he's allowing everyone to call him Yahweh. And I'm telling you now, man, I found out that everybody on the planet knows that God's name is Yahweh. It's the black people in the United States of America who doesn't know that their God's name is Yahweh. Yahweh said, do not mix his name with any other name. Don't say, there's people out there and they say, oh, Jesus is Yahweh. No, Yahweh is Yahweh. I mean, point blank, you call his name any other name other than that, and you will take away your blessings. Okay? Because if you come to the name Yahweh, you come to know the name Yahweh, now you got some power. There's power in the name Yahweh. And if you're hearing this message, I'm here to tell you right now, this thing is almost over with. You have no time. You should go, well, I can't tell you what to do. Okay? The choice is yours. My job is to simply tell you what I was told. And I remember, the man, Yahweh ben Yahweh, he's the one who told me, he said, now I want you to go back to the earth, and I want you to tell the people of the earth everything that you've seen here. And I said, huh? I said, wait a minute. I said, hold on. I said, I'm standing here looking at all of this, and I don't believe it. I said, how am I going to get the people of the earth to believe that I died and went to heaven and all of a sudden I was sent back? How am I going to get them to believe that? And he said it just as calmly. He was like, some people are going to believe you. Some people are not. So I take that to say that, there are some people who's going to get this message and make use of it, and some people who will not. Those of you that decide to take hold of this, get ready for a ride, because this is just the beginning of the things I have to tell you. Oh my goodness, man. I have messages for everybody on the earth. Everybody on the earth, I have messages for. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're a lawyer, a doctor, the president of the United States. I don't care if you work at NASA, you are a scientist, a rocket scientist. I don't care if you're a cop, whether you belong to the Humane Society. I don't care what you are. I have messages for everybody on this earth. That is my job. And I'm going to make more videos after this one. And I'm going to leave some contact information for you to contact me. And you can call me anytime, day or night. I don't care if it's 3 o'clock in the morning. 2, 3, 4, 6. It don't make no difference. There is no inappropriate time to call me. Well, I can't call you because no. You can call me anytime you want when I put my information out there. I'm in the process of getting sites and things up, and I'll post them on YouTube so you can find it. But in the meantime, I hope and pray that you find the name Yahweh. Look it up. It is there. It has always been there. We just didn't know about it. We being steered away from it, from him. But believe you me, the name Yahweh is the biggest secret on the face of this planet, because that is the only thing that has kept, especially black people, down low. And as soon as you find out that God's name is Yahweh, tell as many people as you can, because this thing is almost over with. And the whole point of all of this is to save as many people as we possibly can. Take on the name Yahweh. You find your life in danger, call on the name Yahweh. If it ever so happened that these soldiers or whoever it is might try to, destroy the United States, call on the name Yahweh. He's the only one that can save you. Okay? And think about it. You've been calling on other gods for 400 years. Ain't nobody ever saved you. But now you know who your God is. And in some of the videos that I'm going to do coming up, um, uh, you know, there'll be proof of this. But for now, tell as many people as you can. Once you find out that I'm telling you the truth and God's name is Yahweh, and oh, everybody knows this. Everybody on the planet knows that God's name is Yahweh. Everybody knows. We the only ones that don't know. That's why we at the bottom. That's one of the things that I was taught, is that the reason that the black man of the earth is on the bottom is he has not reconnected with the universal God Yahweh. Period. Those police officers that the black people being killed in the street and white folk. Let me tell you something. They don't have no power. They don't have no real power. They don't have no power over you. It just look like they do, but they don't have no power over you. Yahweh has all the power. That's the reason why you can't get no justice going to them. You cannot get justice going to the people who are killing you. That's like somebody shoot you and you go back to them and you say, okay, well, I want you to now put yourself in jail for shooting me or for shooting my child or for shooting somebody that I know. That's ridiculous. Your only justice is in Yahweh. So what does that mean? That means that you pray to Yahweh, face towards the east, put your hands to the level of your head and pray to Yahweh. And when you pray to Yahweh, you cannot pray to Yahweh without mentioning his son's name. And that's the secret that many people don't know. You cannot pray to Yahweh without mentioning his son's name, Yahweh ben Yahweh. So if you pray to Yahweh and you don't mention his son's name, dear Yahweh, I ask these things in your son's name, Yahweh ben Yahweh. If you can't say that, you're wasting your time. Because you have to go through the Son to get to the Father. Most people know that. And I implore you to do it, man, as soon as possible. That's it for now. I just wanted to take a moment out to talk to my people on the earth, the black people on the earth. Yahweh ben Yahweh teaches us to love all people. Okay, I love all people. I love all good people of the earth, no matter what your nationality is. Okay, I have. There are. Uh, uh, there is. I know people. Good and evil people on both sides. I know good white people. I know evil white people. I know good black people. I know evil black people. Some of my own family members. Some of my own family members have done me worse than anybody else on the face of this planet. Do I still love them? Of course I do. It's just the way it is. But my point is that black people have suffered so much, and it's time for the suffering to be over with. And that's what one of the things this is all about. Your suffering is about to be over. Come to Yahweh. Okay, pray to Yahweh. This is one other thing that you can do. You know what? I'll tell you that I'll tell you that the next time I make an address. I'll tell you another what you can do on the next address. But for now, look up the name. Familiarize yourself with the name. You can find this name in dictionaries. Look in the beginning of your on the preface of your Bibles. It's in there. You have to read that stuff and find his name, and it'll tell you right there that they took his name out and replaced his name. They took it out. But find your grandmother's Bible, get you one of them old King James version. And that's the reason why a lot of people use the King James version, because it's the closest to the truth of the things that you need to know. I have all kinds of Bibles here, but the King James version is the foundation Bible. Um, but get that Bible and just look through, you know, those prefaces and indexes. His name is in there. If it's not in yours, then get another one. Go find your grandmother's Bible and look in that one. But look for his name. It'll do you a world of good. I'm telling you, it'll do you a world of good. And then, you know, pray to Yahweh and ask him for what you want. He wants to bless you. Ask him for what you want. And once you find out that Yahweh's name is God, and I'm telling you what he said with his own lips, once you find out that Yahweh is God, you are not to pray to any other God from that day forth. Okay? You are not to pray to any other God from that day forth. So what I'm trying to tell you, we've been lied to, man. We've been tricked. We've been tricked, man, and it's time for this to be over. I'm sick and tired of this mess. I'm sick and tired of all these killings, and I'm sick and tired of people dying and just being scared and don't know what's gonna happen. You know, we don't know what's gonna happen. But I want to put myself in a situation where I'm dependent solely on Yahweh and nobody else, and that way I don't have to worry about what else is going on. That's their thing. Let them worry about that. But we want to put ourselves, I'm talking about black people, because we all have to come together. We have to. It's not about being scared. It's not about being, it ain't none of that. You should be scared about us not coming together, because look, we're not together now. Look at what's happening to us. You know, they're getting you anyway. But when we come together, put our heads together, we can do some great things, man, like we used to do. Like I said, this is just a first address, and um, many more will follow after this. But I just had to get this word out there because, you know, this has been weighing on me for all this time, and I've been wanting you all to know. And but who's going to believe that a man that went to the spirit world, saw God, and now he's back here talking about him? Who's going to believe that? Well, I'll tell you one thing. Every single person that I saw on those, because I started looking for it. Heaven is for real. You should watch that. You should watch it. Um, there was some videos on YouTube about this young white racist kid. He had died and went to heaven, and he saw, you know, that there was a bunch of black people running things, pretty much running heaven. That's how it is. Now there is white folks in heaven in high places too. It just so happened that what I saw in the Celestial Lodge, which I found out was the Celestial Lodge, these were all black folks. But there are white people in heaven. There's Puerto Rican people in heaven. There's Chinese people in heaven. Everybody's there. And next time I make an address, I'm going to go deeper into that and tell you what else I saw. Get ready for it, people, because it's coming. And those of you that take a hold of this, God bless you. You have something to behold. Yahweh loves you. Yahweh ben Yahweh loves you. And so do I.